Welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea, and I have another video for you guys. Today, I want to talk about crypto.com CRO Coin, as well as we're going to take a look at the overall crypto market as a whole. So without further ado, we are at 10,900 subscribers. When we reach 25,000 subscribers, we're giving away a loaded line NFT, so subscribe right now. Let's hop on this video. Guys, we are coming down in the price. This is a sea of red we're looking at here. Bitcoin still coming down. Basically, the entire market's coming down. Capitulating basically on the news of SpaceX selling about $373 million worth of Bitcoin. However, I think that's just kind of coincidental. I don't think that was the catalyst to make this happen. It just so happens that when the market comes down, people look for the story that made it happen. And well, there was a sale of $373 million worth of Bitcoin. Hypothetically, the sources are not very, very clear that SpaceX sold, Elon Musk's SpaceX sold $373 million worth of Bitcoin. And people don't know when, even if it did happen. They don't know when, but that's the talk of the town right now, which is very, very intriguing. I think regardless, we were due for this movement. We've been talking about it on the Crypto Report for the past, 2 months or so, that we were going to capitulate to the downside most likely, unless there was a big news event to bring us to the upside. But as of right now, we are trading below key price levels, and I want to take a look at that. Also, Bitcoin dominance level is coming down as the alts are coming down, which is not necessarily a good thing. I do expect the Bitcoin dominance level to catch up. I do expect as this little shakeout happens that a lot of liquidity will move back into Bitcoin after people are done panic selling basically off of this 6% move. It's crazy because I've been talking about the sentiment on crypto Twitter. You can follow me at 333 Blacksea. I've been talking about how this feels worse than when we were at $17,000 Bitcoin, which is very, very intriguing. And I don't really know what that means necessarily, but I'm keeping that in the back of my mind to see how this all plays out and use that for future trading signals. But let's take a look over at Bitcoin, because Bitcoin right now is the wick has came significantly down, even into the $24,000 price range, but we did retrace back up. It was bought up, and now on the weekly chart, though, we are starting to have a candle body close below the $28,200 price level, which is a very, very key level in my opinion. When we look over the daily chart, you can kind of see it more clearly. Guys, being below this was what we were waiting for. We were waiting for a break below. I expected a little bit more of a grinding on this before we had capitulation, but I guess in reality, we were grinding out at this level about the 29,000. We created this level of resistance and support, and we just capitulated down, and then we got our waterfall. And that's okay. We were calling for this on the Crypto Report for the past couple months, and I expected this move, and I expect maybe even a little bit more of a move to the downside. On the daily, we were just looking at, we were having another daily candle close below, because yesterday I said it's important that we pay attention to where the daily candle closes out at. If it closes below, then I see continuation of the downside. If it's a quick wick that's bought up and we're back in the 28,200, I would say business as usual, we're chopping around. But we did have daily candle closes below 28,200. The next thing to pay close attention to, guys, is if we see weekly candle closes below that level of 28,200. If we see this play out that way, I do expect more moves to the downside to maybe test the 21,000, really shake people out. I am definitely getting ready here right now to deploy some capital into Bitcoin and Ethereum. I do expect Ethereum to come down a little bit more. I do expect Bitcoin dominance to garner a little bit more of a market share of the crypto space. But I do think that right now is, for personally, what I'm doing is I'm keeping my eyes open right now, because right now I'm getting ready to make some entries. I definitely am. I do think that we do have some more downside, just a little bit, but I am happy to buy Bitcoin underneath 30,000, and I'm happy to buy Ethereum underneath 15,000. I do think we'll probably be headed to 1,500, Ethereum. I do expect something like that to play out. I'm definitely being prepared right now to layer into blue chip cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin and Ethereum. I'm getting ready to layer in quite heavily. So let's take a look over at CRO Coin, because CRO Coin right now is doing exactly as we predicted. It is getting ready to test this wick here at about 5 cents. We did basically test that wick. We were very, very close with this capitulation in the downside. I do expect a little bit more. I do expect us to close this candle, this wick out with a candle body close. I do expect a little bit more downside here, just to have the basically the daily candle close out, because these wicks love to be closed out. They do not like to just sit there. And I was talking about how we were going to capitulate down and probably close this wick out for a while now, and that's exactly what we're doing right now, guys. I am prepared for CRO Coin to go down a little bit more, but that being said, I don't think that the altcoins have that much more room to bleed out. I really think that a lot of the selling pressure is gone. I think that what we're dealing with here with Bitcoin is more sort of a time capitulation event, one last little shakeout before we move to the Bitcoin halving. I expect the price to move to the downside a little bit more, but I don't expect the altcoins to, let's say, halve again, go down another 50%. I don't really expect that to happen. But we're going to have to really monitor the Bitcoin dominance level closely so we can see how accurate that thesis will become. So each day I'll be looking at that Bitcoin dominance, because if the Bitcoin dominance is just increasingly moving up, and say we get to something crazy like 60% Bitcoin dominance, well, then there's definitely a good probability that the altcoins will bleed another 30 to 50%. But as of right now, I really do believe that the sellers are gone. It's been a very, very vacant market leading up to this capitulation. I think this was time capitulation. I think there's a little bit more sell-off, but I do believe it's time capitulation. It's because there wasn't a lot of volume, and we need that last little shakeout. But guys, if you like this type of content, please like this video, subscribe to the channel right now. Also, consider becoming a member on the channel. Go below this video or to our homepage, click the join button. You get access to our private Discord where we have NFT alpha, trade signals, more of a one-on-one community with Crypto Kip and I, as well as when we reach 100 members, we're going to be giving away $500 worth of Bitcoin each month to one of our loyal members up until the Bitcoin halving. That's 10 months of $500 Bitcoin giveaways. Super excited about rewarding our loyal members and our loyal viewers. We love doing these giveaways. It's very exciting. But that's all I got for you. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.